Welcome back everyone, welcome back to the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel. I hope everyone is okay and enjoying the weather. In today's video I'm going to do a kind of rest of the plot tour, but today is I'm going to show you my attempt at biggest turnip on the plot, and but also a little bit of a harvest, and show you plants that I've taken a harvest from. I haven't taken any pictures because I've been too busy with getting a lot of crops, but let's crack on and show you what's been happening, and hopefully you'll be quite impressed with the turnip. I think it's quite good, but let's crack on with what I'm going to show you. First bit I'll show you are my runner beans, which are a moonlight variety, and I always grow these because they always produce really good beans. I've already taken probably close to £4 worth already, and as you can see there's loads, absolutely loads of flowers, and also runner beans. Some really good sized ones in there, and they were quite small a couple of days ago, nearly ready to pick. But what I want to show you is, before I crack on with the rest of the plot, is I need to pick a couple, well, pull up a couple more carrots. As you can see, my tomatoes, and they are doing alright. They haven't succumbed to blight yet, which is a very good sign, but I'm keeping a close eye on those, and I'm getting quite a lot of tomatoes, and they're quite staggered in their ripening stage. As you can see there, I've got tomatoes ready to pick. All those are starting to go red, and all the rest are just catching up, but hopefully blight won't affect them. I really hope, fingers crossed. But let's get on with lifting these two. I don't know what they're like, and hopefully they should be alright. So it goes, as I did in my carrot reveal. You push it down into the ground and then just lift, and let's have a look. Oh my goodness me, that's even better than the previous ones which I've grown in there. And as you can see, new seed, new carrot seed has germinated. So by luck of that, that's phenomenal. So that will be turned into carrot crisps, and I have had some carrot crisps from the previous ones that were there, and they were really nice. So that's one. I'll just stick that down in the bucket and get a second one because I like them. Let's have a look, see what this one's like. Hopefully like that last one. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is just phenomenal. Yet again, this bed has certainly produced some whoppers, so I'm quite happy with that. I will clean that off and turn them into carrot crisps. But let's get on with the rest of the plot. There, look at that, exactly the same size, near enough. But I'll show you the tomatoes, what sort of sizes they are there, and tell you if you haven't got blight, that's a good thing, thumbs up. But if you have, oh dear, never mind. But do pick your tomatoes if you've got blight on the plants, and I'll show you what to do. Well, I think you know what to do, but let's crack on with the rest of the plot. Let's have a quick look at the tomatoes I've got outside and see if there's any blight. Well, I did have the telltale signs on this one, and I dealt with that straight away. There was only a little tiny bit of evidence just above there, so I got rid of the affected bit. I'm leaving that to die back naturally, but I had quite a lot of tomatoes on that, and I've taken them back to the little red ninja's den, and I've got other ones which I'm quite looking forward to, as you can see. And this is a little trick that I worked out, and unfortunately I didn't have much of the stuff to stop blight on tomatoes, especially if you've got them outside. And this is a little trick that I've done in the past and it has worked, is when you put the plants in and you get a bit of foliage and you cut a lot of the foliage from the bottom, don't worry about all that because that is the celery. But what I usually do after I've cut the foliage down the bottom half of the plant is I mulch underneath and in and around all the tomatoes. You can use fresh compost, but I find the best thing to mulch with is chippings. Wood chippings is the best thing, because that stops splashback and it stops any virus that's in the ground. That usually helps. Well, it did help. I did it a couple of years ago and I had nothing. I had other people on the plot were having blight problems. I didn't get any, and I was over the moon. But this year I unfortunately forgot to put some down. Well, mainly because I didn't have any. But as you can see, all these tomatoes are doing absolutely fantastic. They are starting to turn, and I got an absolute whopper right there. And let's just go in the middle. I'm like David Bellamy here. And look how good those tomatoes are, and hopefully they will start turning to a nice red. But that's the tomatoes that I planted outside, doing pretty well, I think. And let's crack on with my part no dig bed and my full no dig bed. And as you can see, beetroot is doing really well. I have got some plants that have gone to seed, but I'm letting them go that way because I can collect the seeds up and use them next year. I have a row of carrots down the side which are competing with this beetroot, and they're doing quite well. But I've got fennel, a whole load of radish that is now being used and it was very tasty. I've got turnips in there, white turnips. They're nearly ready.
and I've got radicchio right here, which all forming really well, and I'm nearly ready to pick. I know I said that this will be a harvest video, but I'm showing you stuff that I will be harvesting, and I'll show you in one of my next videos. And in here I've got spinach, beetroot, as you can see, and that's mainly all in here. And weed wise, I've had, overall the whole summer, I've had, I would say, about 9 weeds out of all this area. 9 weeds, and this is really good, really good. So I'm quite impressed with that, really am. Now let's get on and show you a little bit more before I end the video. And just on the edge of the no dig bed, I've got 3 courgette plants which have, as you can see, have turned into marrows. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 absolute whoppers. You leave courgettes for a day and this is what they can do. As you can see, look at that one, that's massive. I grew one last year and that is already overtaken the size of it, so that's quite good if you like marrow. But I'll probably donate these to another plot holder. And there's celery doing quite well in there. A bit of powdery mildew on this, but don't worry about that. Along here where I have my onions, everything new. There's radish, new lot of radish, new lot of beetroot again, and some turnip. Yeah, I said turnips, didn't I? And also radish, fennel. These squashes are very slow this year. I really don't know why, but that's gardening for you. You can get a success, and that is a part failure, I think. And I got more things that are going. New lot of radish in here with 2 rows of carrots. As you can see, the carrots there have really cracking on. And next to all that are my peppers that I've got outside. Well, they're kind of outside, but they're producing plenty of flowers but no fruit, and I'm doing everything right. But I do have a pepper in here, and as you can see, there you go. It's a good size one, really good size, so quite happy with that. And it will stay that colour, lime green type, and a bell pepper as well. So that is the plot, most of it anyway, but there's a couple of other things I want to show you before I end the video. In my next video, the harvest one, where I show you all my harvest, I'll show you my brassica bed, which has got this netting over it. Can't really show you at the moment because there are cabbage whites going around and I don't want them getting in, but when they go away I'll show you what everything is like underneath, so you can have a better look, and hopefully you'll like. But there's one other thing as well, is my Swede. The Swede has completely lifted that netting. It was like that. Now look at it.
That's just lifted, so really good. But there is one failure area on the plot, which is this bit. It's like it's a dead zone. I've had stuff growing in it and it just stops. It has had fertilizer in there, I've put fresh compost in there, but nothing at all has grown apart from the odd weed. But I need to rectify that for next year, which I'll do later in the year, probably September, October time. And yeah, a few more bits that have gone to seed. But yeah, collecting my own seed is what I like to do. It just saves you a lot of time and a lot of money when you collect your own seed. Right, just one last thing to show you before I end the video. But if you're liking the video at the moment, crack the subscribe button and the notification bell, and also the like button, because that does help Little Ninja's channel and he does like it. And he'd just like to say thank you very much for all the new subscribers that have joined the channel. Welcome. Hopefully you'll enjoy the journey with me, Paul, and Little Ninja, showing you what we grow, how we grow, and if we get anything from this plot. But I will show you my compost bin before I end, as well as the world record turnip. Here we go. Right, now what you can see here is a blanket, and I have a blanket on all year round, every single day of the year. It just keeps the worms happy and warm so they can crack on. And I filled up another layer of my compost mix earlier before I started this video, and the worms have started already. They are liking this mix. And if you want to know what my mix is, I'll put a link in the description below of my what I put in my compost bin. So if you follow that, you'll get some decent compost, and I always get a decent compost out of this bin because I do this method. So yes, I'll put a link in the description below so you can have a look at that video. But let's put the worms back. You know, keep them happy. Got to keep worms happy, because if you don't, they'll go. They will go from your compost bins, no matter what. All right, let's get on and have a look at this world record that I think turnip. Here we go. That's quite big, I think. That is absolutely massive. That is as big as a football, a flat football, but I'm quite impressed with that. But I will show you that turnip in the next video when I show you what I harvested from showing you around the plot today. So this is Paul. This is the Little Red Ninja allotment channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Oh, and one last thing. Yes, Little Ninja has asked me to tell you lot he enjoys all the new subscribers, and he likes the comments. He wants more comments, but he likes the comments nevertheless. And I really don't know why he told me that to tell you. So in the meantime, look after yourself,
and I'll see you in the next video, which will be a random video, hopefully in a couple of days. Bye for now.